Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In our last lecture, we were discussing about Standard 12, Computer Subject, Chapter number 2, Cascading Style Sheet and JavaScript, and in which we completed pin code validation. Now, in our previous script of pin code validation, which you are observing on the screen, we checked that if the pin code box is blank or if pin code is not a number or the length of the pin code is greater than 6 or it is less than 6, then you will get an alert message. Here we have one drawback. In any of the situation, we will receive the same message. The same alert box will come. Please enter the pin code properly. But what is improper, that is not proved. It's not shown on the screen. The requirement is if it is blank, message required to be pin code cannot be blank. If it is not a number, message separately required as alert that pin code must be number. So for individual situation, I want individual alert box. For that purpose, we have another script available, and that is mentioned on page number 42. Now let's read the paragraph. If we have generated the same alert message for all the three validations in the pin code field, if you want that the alert message should be displayed appropriately as per the validation, then we need to modify the script. Here you have to change the script to get a separate message. In our example, we use a single if condition for all the three validations and gave the alert message. So now to display the alert message as per the validation, we need to add three if conditions. So here we go for three if condition. In variable y, we will store the value of pin code box. Now if the value of pin code box is blank, it shows the alert message, please enter pin code properly and cursor available in the pin code box and form will not submit because return false. If you attend my all previous lecture, then you understand what is going on. Otherwise, I request you watch all the videos of chapter 2 and then come to this video. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to cope up. Another condition that in the pin code box, as a value of variable y, we mention pin code value, say ABC. Then here what happened? It check again. Now what it check? ABC is equal to double quotes 2 times false. So skip the bracket. ABC is not a number. True. ABC is not a number. So it will display alert message. Now message is changed. What is the message? Please enter a number. Then focus cursor available in pin code box and form will not submit. Another example. For example, in pin code box, pin code value I mentioned 36401. Okay. Then value of variable y is also 36401. Then again start from beginning. 36401 is equal to double quotes 2 times. That is false. So skip the bracket. 36401 is not a number. So show the alert and message enter the number. Okay. If it is not a number, but in our case 36401 is number. Sentence says what? Y means 36401 is not a number. It is false. It is number. So skip the bracket. Then it goes for length. 36401 length is 5 digits. So 5 greater than 6, that is false. Or 5 less than 6, that is true. In the case of or, when one is false and one is true, overall it become true. So go inside the bracket, display, please enter a 6 digit. Then the focus available in pin code and form will not submit. Same way, if the length is less than 5 or length is greater than 6, it will show the same message. So here the benefit is what? You get the message according to the problem occur, and that is the correct way to create the script. Now open the browser and enter some characteristics in the pin code field and press the submit button, and this will show an alert message as shown in figure 2.26, like please enter a number, enter some numeric value less than 6 digit length. Okay, now if you enter less than 6 digit length in the pin code field and press submit button, you will get the message enter 6 digit. Okay, so this is a pin code validation. Now we have to go for registration form validation, which we learn in chapter 1. Right now I am preparing the video during COVID situation where the schools are not open. Okay, only for this year, that is for the students of appearing in board exam 2021, this topic according to board instruction is not included, but I don't want to take a risk, so I will explain. And I am preparing the video for long term plan, so in that way this will be covered up for the students after March or May 2021. So in that case it is included for the next year, so I want to explain this, and I will explain because we have instruction to teach everything. But at the same time I'll clarify that according to board it will not come in exam, but I don't want to take a risk, so I will explain. So now we have to go for registration form, which we had created in chapter 1, and for that purpose we have to apply some of the conditions over here. So now we need to change the registration form. Now the textbook says that you learned how using JavaScript we have add interactivity to our web page. So now let us take the change in registration form which we had created in chapter 1 and add JavaScript to it. Now this is what we learn in chapter 1, registration form, and now we have to modify certain things. Now to apply the validation we will make some simple changes in the form. Gender and hobby field will not be kept initially selected. If you notice, right now gender is initially selected as male and hobby initially selected as singing. Okay, so now what to do? We have to change it. The instruction of textbook says that we are not supposed to keep initially selected. Now for all this purpose we have a very lengthy method demonstrated in textbook. I'll definitely read this method, okay, and then do needful, but I would like to show you one simple shortcut technique. Okay, we will go to the source. Here we have a source, if you notice, and in source if you see carefully you can find out checked is equal to check. Okay, so we will remove this check is equal to check. It's a radio button. You can see here type is equal to radio. The same way checked is equal to check I remove from hobby checkbox also. So if you again see in a design mode, you can able to see male and singing both are now normal. They are not initially selected. Another important thing mentioned over here is address field has no initial text. Now let's go for that. This is address field. It has insert address here. Again we click on source, and here we have address field. Okay, now here we have insert address here. if you notice in design view, we need to remove insert address here. This part we require to remove. So what we do is we will remove insert address here, this portion. So now it become what? Only text area and slash text area. And see the work done. Same way, a city field has an option that is choose the city whose value is -1, and all other options in the city field like Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Surat have values 1, 2 and 3 respectively. So what to do? See, again we go, again we click on source. Now here you can see the options are there. See, first of all we will remove this select is equal to selected, and then we add the option, and the option is whose value is -1. See, -1 is an example. You can keep -2 also, 0 also, your choice. And then we mention the textbook indication. The textbook indication says choose the city. And then slash option. Okay, so we have value 1, 2, 3 and 4 and value -1. Okay, that is exactly what textbook says. Okay, now to make the above changes, open the form and select the respective field in the form. Go to form and form field, and this will show the properties of the respective field and make the changes. Now this is that to make the changes, click on, for example, radio button, then click on radio button, then go for right click and form field properties, and then do needful. But right now if you notice, nothing happened on the screen. That is why I decided to go for this method, to go for a changes. No doubt in textbook it is given, but we, for theoretical purpose, we will remember this. Now one more way is also there. For example, if I click on address box, form and text area, so it will open text area. So here also you can modify. Same way, click on radio button, form field, then you can modify the radio button. Initially selected you can keep and remove, but in both the methods you have to decide in which you are comfortable. Next, go to form and define form. Alternatively, you can right click in the form and select properties option, and this will open form properties dialog box. Now in this form properties dialog box we have to choose advanced edit, and then we have to click on advanced edit button, and we have to add in the JavaScript event tab, means here on submit return validate form. We already did this in past lecture, so we'll go for right click, form properties, then advanced edit, JavaScript event, on submit is there, and we mention here return validate form, and I click on OK button. Now after doing all this, I want to show you how our form look like in the browser. This is what our form available in the browser. Okay, now we have to add this script in the program. Now this is the script available, and we will learn this. Majority items of the script we already discussed. Okay, so I will not repeat, but we will focus directly on several items. See, before I start the script, I want to clarify that the name of the box is, name of this box is first name, middle name and L name. Okay, so these are the name of all three, and the name of the text area, this is name is address, this box name is address. I repeat, first name, middle name, L name and address. Okay, see, the script says that var x means create variable whose name is x, which contain the value of first name. Same way y contains value of middle name, z contain the value of L name, that is last name, and variable r contain the value of address. Now we learn this if statement in detail. If x means first name is null or blank, go inside the bracket. It will show the alert message, please enter the first name properly. Focus available in first name. Return false means form will not submit. If you don't understand this if condition, then I request you to watch my previous videos in which I elaborate it in detail. Same way, variable y, z and r respectively, if condition will check middle name, last name and address blank or null. Okay, if y, that is middle name, is blank or null, if it is, show the alert message, please enter the middle name properly. Focus available in middle name and form will not submit. Same way, last name is blank or null, go inside the bracket, show the alert, please enter the last name properly. Focus is on last name, return false, form will not submit. Same way, address is blank, then it will go inside the bracket and it will display, please enter address. Focus available in address box and form will not submit. Now till here we already learned. Now it's important, very important, so I insist that you have to observe this very carefully. We have a condition. If document dot form1 dot gender, now this is square bracket, it is called array, it is called array. Now why we require this square shape? Because if you notice in our form, the name of both the radio button, look at this, the name of both the radio button is gender. So how can you differentiate when the names are same? JavaScript automatically convert similar name of radio button into array. Array means what? It starts with 0. So automatically the first radio button name is gender 0 and second radio button name is gender 1. Okay, I will write this if condition for you because it's not print properly, and then I will explain you how it works. Now we try to understand the if condition. Now see what we are saying. This is AND operator. AND operator will decide that compulsion means the answer of this statement required to be true and compulsory answer of this statement also required to be true, then and only then overall condition will become true. Okay, so we will decide how it become true or false. Now read the sentence carefully and concentrate on the form. Okay, now the condition says that if document means this blue area where form 1 is available, it has gender 0. Gender 0 means male radio button. Gender 0 dot checked is equal to false. Now in reality also it is not selected, so it is false. So the answer of this part will convert as true. I repeat again, what we are saying, that gender 0 dot checked means this radio button is checked. The answer is no, it is not checked. And reality also it is not checked. So the answer of this statement is true. I again repeat, we are saying that gender 0 dot check is equal to false, means this male radio button is not checked. That is what we are saying. And in reality also it is not checked, means what we are saying and what is mentioned in reality, both are same. So the statement become true. So answer of this sentence, that is true. Now this indicate the word and. Now we go for this. Document.form1.gender1.check is equal to false, means it is not selected. We are saying that gender 1 means this female radio button dot check is equal to false, and reality also it is not checked. So what we are saying is correct. Correct means the answer of this statement is also true. In the case of and, when both the statements are true, overall statement will become true. So it will go inside the bracket and display, please choose your gender, male or female, and then focus available on gender 0. Gender 0 means male radio button. Focus means like this. This is focus. I hope you notice. Look at this carefully. Your concentration must be on this circle. Look at this. This is called focus. Now the next statement is written false, form will not submit. Now same way what we are doing. Hobby 0, because hobby is also array. The name is same, see. Name is hobby. So how you differentiate checkbox? By array. Hobby 0, that is singing. Hobby 1, dancing. Hobby 2, reading. Remember, array always start with 0. Now we'll see. Document.form1.hobby0.checked is equal to false. And in reality also, you can able to see in reality also it is not selected. I repeat, the statement says hobby0.check is equal to false, means first hobby item is not checked, and in reality also it is not checked. I hope you can see this. Means the answer of this part is true. And same way, hobby1.check is equal to false, means hobby 1, that is dancing, is not selected. In reality also it is not selected, means the answer of this part is also true. And hobby2.check is equal to false, means we are saying that reading is not selected, and in reality also this is not selected. Now in this situation all these three conditions become true. So overall it become true. So it go inside the bracket. It show the message, please choose a hobby. Then focus goes to first hobby and written false, form will not submit. The same way we have a last if condition. What we are saying? Document.form1.city.value. Now you observe, right now we have a choose city. So what we are saying? Collect the value. Which value you have to collect? Document form1.city.value. So what is the value? What is the value of choose the city? That is -1. And right now it is choose the city. So answer of this line is -1, because right now the value of city box is -1. Now -1 is equal to -1. That is true. So go inside the bracket. Display the alert. Please provide your city. then focus and form will not submit. I again repeat, pick up the value of city box. Now this is city box, and which value we pick up? Choose the city, that word's value, and that word's value is -1. So when I say pick up the value of city, that is -1, double equal to -1, means both are same. -1 is equal to -1 means it is same. Go inside the bracket, show the alert, please provide your city, put the focus in city box, and then return false, form will not submit. So this is what our script. Now the understanding of the script is also mentioned. I will randomly go because it indicates the same thing. X store the first name, then Y store middle name, Z store last name, and R store the address. Then X will check first name empty or not, Y checks middle name is empty or not, Z checks last name empty or not, and R check address is empty or not. Why I read speedy? Because I already explained in detail more than what textbook says. Now the radio button for gender field are grouped by the name gender, and thus gender is an array with 2 elements. Please underline, gender is an array with 2 elements. This sentence asked in previous board exam. The first element of gender array is checked using if condition with the statement form document.form1 gender 0.check, and the second, that is document.form1.gender1.check. If both of them are false, means they are not selected, and in reality also they are not selected, then no option is selected by the user. So you get the message and the focus is placed on the radio button. Same way we have a checkbox for hobby field grouped by hobby, and hobby is array with 3 elements, and just the way how we check gender using if condition, we check the hobby, and if all 3 elements are false, means not selected, and in reality also it is not selected, then no option is selected, and the user is display the alert message to select a hobby, and the focus is placed on the checkbox. Same way for the city field, we check if it's equal to -1, because -1 is kept at the option of choose the city, and in which case no option is selected by the user, it shows the alert message. Now here we have some screenshot, like please enter the middle name properly. If you keep middle name blank, if you notice, you can able to see this. Then same way we got a message that choose your gender, male or female. Okay, then please choose the hobby. These are the screenshot of alert message, and finally it shows like this. Okay, so we learn how to use JavaScript for the form validation and make the web pages more interactive. Okay, so this is what we have to learn in chapter 2. Now in next lecture we will start the new lesson. Here our chapter number 2 is over. My experience is that for academic year 2021-22, that is the students who will participate in board exam in the year 2021, I repeat, the students who participate in the board exam of academic year, that is March or May 2021, for them chapter 2 may contain more marks based on the blueprint. So please, if you want to revise, then watch the video again and again, and you can able to express your suggestions in the comment section, and your opinion also. It always help me to create more interactive sessions for you. Till then, please take care of yourself, students. God bless you. Thank you.